Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be some of my Nomad favourites. Now I know I've done a video before of the weird things that I have in my suitcase, but this is things that I actually think everyone should have, not just like super random things. So if you're a nomad and you're watching this video, be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up while you're there. So I'm going to try and start with the more obvious ones to get them out the way. The first one is my Kindle. This means I don't have to carry actual heavy books, but I can still read. It's perfect. I just have the oldest one. This is like the Kindle 1. And I don't think you need the super fancy new one. They are better though, I guess, if they're backlit, if you want to read in the dark. If you want to save money, you can just get a really old one off of eBay. And I also share it with my family members, so we all use one account. So if anyone buys a book, we can all download the book separately. So that's a good way if you want to save a bit of money, but I love my Kindle, like it's so skinny, space saver, awesome. Next, another one that is reasonably obvious is an eye mask, but the reason I like this one is that it's extra large, so it's like super tall vertically. It's just off of Amazon, but it's a nice like silky one. It's got the kind of extra bit that you pull down to try and stop the light coming in around your nose, but I think an eye mask is so essential if you want to sleep on the plane or on a coach or in an airport or even in your own home. We're staying in Airbnbs or hotels, so sometimes the blackout blinds aren't that good, or there's like a blue light on the internet box or something, so eye mask is such a must-have. This one I think is probably my favorite thing in the whole haul. This is either something that you're going to think is amazing or you're going to totally not get, but it is called the Cocoon Grid. This I've obviously got full, doesn't come with all this stuff. This is all my external hard drives, but it's like elastic. I'll try and show you close. It's like elastic along here, and it's all these different which ways, so you can have any combination of stuff in it. They come in all different sizes, and it just means you can like put this in your rucksack, and then all your stuff is there, safe and lined up, and I love it. Because normally these get all like buried in the bottom and they're all kind of full of crumbs and like dust and they're all tangled up, and this is so good because I just, when I sit down, I pull out my laptop, I pull out this, put it on the desk, I've got everything. I've got like my headphones, my SD cards, but I've also seen it done for like women's handbags. You know, you can have all the random bits and pieces you need. Or I've seen it for the middle of a car, you know, like where the gear stick is, or if you're American, there is no gear stick, but you know. So you put this in and then you can have like your mints or your phone charger or whatever in it, and it just keeps everything really organized, so it's not kind of in just a big bundle. I love it so much. Then a couple of different cosmetic things. First, two things from Lush. The first one is their solid shampoo, which is just like a little, I've almost used this up now, so it's quite small now, but it comes in this like solid pack, which is great because it's really light, and it's not going to spill in your bag. So I really like these, and I also find they make my hair feel so nice. The secret with them is don't rub them on your hands, rub them on your hair. So you get your hair wet, and then you like rub this onto your hair, and then it froths up loads. I used to rub it onto my hands and I could not get it to froth up, and it was just like rubbish and annoying, but you need to rub it onto your hair. And then the other secret, you can buy a tin, but I just have a tin from another product that I have. The other secret is to let it dry like balanced vertically, because if you let it dry flat, then it kind of stays wet and it like dissolves much more quickly. It doesn't last as long. But if you let it dry vertically, it like kind of maintains its integrity, and that's much better. So I really love those. They're zero packaging, they're really light, they don't spill, and they don't count as liquids. So if you're doing hand luggage only, then that's the best way to do that. And I've been using this one for like 2 months, so they last pretty long as well. And then where that container came from is my other favorite one, which is this face wash. This I use to take off my makeup. It's by The Body Shop, so it's cruelty free, and it's a solid cleanser. So it's in like a solid balm, and then you just take a bit out on your finger, and when you put it on your skin, it turns into an oil, and it takes off your makeup really, really well. But again, it's a solid, so it doesn't spill. It's really light. This one lasts me for normally about 3 months. So it's pretty light. I find they're a really great way to travel. And then when you're done, you can use the tin for stuff like I do. A couple more cosmetic things. Very quickly, you need facial sunscreen. I, again, love this one from The Body Shop. It's 50 SPF and it's so thin. Like, it doesn't make your skin all greasy and feel all horrible and sun creamy. So I wear this every single day, trying to like stay young even though I'm in the sun all of the time, so I highly recommend this one. And then also from Lush, we've put this in a different container, but this is dry shampoo, but it's in a powder. So I find the best thing to do is you just put it all over your hair. Well, I mean the roots is where you need dry shampoo. You put it all over your hair the night before, and then when you wake up in the morning, if you're not going to have time to wash your hair or you don't want to wash your hair, then it's like kind of dried up all the oil and it makes it really nice and like clean looking. But you can also use it in the day, you just have to kind of rub it all through. But I find if you use it the night before, it works much better. But I use this all the time, and of course it's so much better than an aerosol, because aerosols are bad for the environment, and also the aerosols don't last very long. So we've used this whole thing over like 6 months, and this is decanted. So when you buy it from Lush, it's like 3 or 4 times the size of this. So we really love this one. It's a very good value product, and it's nice because there's no aerosol, there's no liquid, it's like liquid limit friendly. And then the final beauty product I have is solid deodorant. This is salt crystal deodorant, which I know is a pretty crazy idea. I heard about it from someone who I follow on Instagram. I was like, that's interesting. And I think it's just a bar of salt. So what you have to do is you have to get it wet. You put like a bit of water on your hand and rub it on, and then when you use it, it just puts a layer of salt on your skin, so there's nothing toxic in it. I'm a bit paranoid about the theory that deodorant causes breast cancer, because it's all the same kind of area. So I have been trying to find like a deodorant alternative that doesn't have all those like chemicals and stuff in it. And this I find actually works really well. It doesn't seem to really stop you sweating, it just stops you smelling. So it's not as good as like, you know, Dove, which is kind of really solid and just like blocks everything up. But it does stop you smelling, and it's very natural. And I mean, I've been using this for like 3 months and it looks exactly the same as when I bought it. So I don't think I will ever use this entire thing. Like, I mean, look how much there is. Like, I'm never gonna use that all. But that makes it great for travel. It's quite heavy, but at least it isn't a liquid. So if I'm worried about weight limit, then I put it in my hand luggage, because it is heavy, because it's just like a solid rock. But at least it's gonna last forever. I might actually be tempted to get a smaller one, because then it would be lighter, because it's never gonna run out. And then finally, a couple of tech things. You will have seen this before. This is a portable speaker that I take everywhere with me. We use it for listening to music, but also for watching Netflix. It kind of is as close as we can get to surround sound. It's waterproof, so you can have it in the shower, you can take it in the pool, in your Bali villa. Totally love it. We find this so useful. And then the other piece of tech is my tripod, which you can't see because I'm filming on it, but I find it so useful, obviously because I'm using it to film videos now, but also because I use it to take my own Instagrams. So I have this little attachment which I just got off a selfie stick for, you know, like $1. And then this is the same attachment that goes onto my camera tripod, so I just screw it on, and then I can use it to take my own Instagrams by like balancing the tripod on top of a car or on the floor or wherever. And then I have an app which takes the photos for me. So I have done a whole video all about how I do my Instagrams and what app I use and everything, so I will link to that in the description box and also up the top. But for me, this is a total nomad essential, just this little tiny piece of plastic. And last of all is Airbnb. If you guys have not used Airbnb before, it will change your life. We use it to book all of our accommodation, short-term or long-term. For us, it is totally incredible. We've used it to book the place where we're staying right now in Puerto Rico, and you can't see, but behind you is the amazing ocean where we have been watching wild manatees swimming this morning. So for us, Airbnb has just been incredible. Everyone you meet is super helpful and really nice. And in case you haven't heard of it, what it is people list out apartments that they own. Sometimes the person is also living there, so you're in their spare room. That was like the original concept. But now a lot of them are just private apartments. So we have this condo and we're the only people staying in it. But it means that you're staying in like a local building. So everyone else who lives here lives here, which is so nice. So they were doing a little Christmas party for decorating the Christmas tree down in the reception area. So there were all these posters up like come to the party. So we went along, it was like a bring your own dish type of thing. And we met all these people who live in Puerto Rico and live in our building, and that was so nice. So we really like it for trying to live in a residential area. And also it's, I think, always cheaper than hotels. It might not be as cheap as hostels, but we always book Airbnbs, and there is a link in the description which gets you some money off and also gets me some money off. So if you want to use my link to go check it out, that would be amazing. But I highly recommend it. I don't think we've ever had a bad experience with Airbnb. It's been just totally flawless for us. And the other thing that I find better than a hotel is that it's pictures of the actual place that you're going to stay. In a hotel, you know, it's like a bit photoshopped and you've just got photos of the penthouse. It's not photos of the one that you're staying in, which is number 410 and faces the road or whatever. Here you're getting pictures of the actual place that you live, reviews of the actual place you'll be staying in. And so I find that really powerful. And normally it's better than the pictures because it's normal people like you and me taking the pictures and they don't do a great job, whereas a hotel, it's like a professional photo with extra lighting and photoshopping and all of that. So, massive fan of Airbnb. That is my last Nomad essential. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye!